to tell my parents when I would meet with them about their kids. I said, listen, rules without relationship will always lead to rebellion. You have no relationship with your child. Just barking rules at them. There's no relationship. So they're going to rebel. So I agree with everything that she said, everything that she's saying.
And it goes back to what you said in terms of honoring our humanity. A lot of times black men and black women, this is a conversation about black women, we've been dehumanized. It's very easy for other people outside to dehumanize us, right? If you can make somebody think that, oh, because they don't have the proper diction, they walk with their pants down, they don't have a haircut, that means that they can be treated like an animal. And it's very easy to not give them the things that they deserve and the things that they need. It's very easy to disrespect them and to talk bad about them. But if we can talk to each other and bring ourselves to a point of humanity, that changes the game a lot.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on something real quick, Mel, and I know you're ready to move to the next question. Beautifully Nana mentioned how black men are mad with their moms. I want to elaborate that. I think black men are mad with the dads that left them and they're taking it out on the moms. And I think the moms are overcompensating by trying to fix things that we didn't break. And then by doing so, we're enabling, we're overloving, we're coddling, we're smothering, we're too codependent. And I think that's also playing a part in as to why so many black men are angry with their mothers. Some of it is not even towards us. We're just getting the brunt of it. They're really angry with the fathers that have abandoned them in some way, but they're not even thinking that not only were they abandoned, but that mother was abandoned and left to take on the responsibility of two people. So I just wanted to kind of touch on.
And let me say this too. Before she stuck, a lot of times your children don't understand that you are a person. You're a person. You're a parent, but you're a person, and that you gonna make mistakes. They have you sometime on this thing where they're saying, well, you my mama, da da da. She said, sometimes we don't even get grace from our children, and the father sometimes, it's like, okay, there's not shared responsibility, like she's saying. My grandmother always told me, she said, men are forgiven. That is something she told me. The world forgives men easily, but women, she said, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna always be held against you. She said, that's just how society. I don't know if it's gonna be like that when you become and that was when I was a teenager, but nothing much has changed. But she's always telling me that the world is forgiving towards men. That's just I guess that's what the patriarchy we live in, but it's not so forgiving toward us. So I just want to add that to the conversation.
Briefly, Nana, you were saying something. You have something?
No.
Okay. So, ladies, amazing, and spirited conversation. But I had a couple pushbacks, but I'm just gonna do one in the interest of time. So, are we leaving this portion of the conversation, saying that there's no such thing as public criticism for black women? I asked that because of this. You mentioned that you only can say it if you have a relationship. You said no open rebukes. Pull someone to the side first.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at people who have done it the right way, I'm asking who can correct a black woman publicly or individually, because you look at Shahrazad Ali back in the 80s, she went on Donahue and Oprah or any platform that she could and tried to offer correction towards black women. She's actually still doing it today, and she was called everything but a child of God and almost hung. But as recent as today, you have Felicia Rashad.
I'll use an example. Go ahead.
Went forward and just said simply, put clothes on. And this legendary queen was exiled basically by black women. So I just want to know, are we leaving this portion of the conversation saying that black women can't receive any public correction? Because I sit on here with women who have powerful voices, and am I going to not see any public correction for anyone?
Certain demographic.
But I also think that Felicia Rashad was not, I don't think she was exiled. I think it was what she was saying was coming from still a different kind of place. Like, just because you wear different clothes, we are sitting here saying we're having a conversation, we're not being more respected because we wear different clothes, because we speak a certain way, because you went to a certain school, because your hair is a certain, you are being disrespected because of the color of your skin and who you are. That changing your clothes, that we can't say that there shouldn't be standards and things like that. She's speaking to that. I don't think she's exiled for that, but I also think it doesn't speak to the deeper issue that gives us disrespect. We have gotten the education, we gotten 2 master's degrees, we got certification, we've gotten all the things, and we still have disrespect. So it's not about the clothes. I just think her comment.
No. You got all of that stuff and you're still disrespected. That means none of that shit matters. That means the respect that you're looking for don't come from none of that. Excuse me.
Comment was short. And Shahrazad Ali, please. I mean, y'all still agree with her and the things that she's saying? I don't, and I ain't for it. That type of oppression.
I agree with some of her points that some women do have arrested development, and I think that stems from trauma. I do agree with that. I don't know if y'all understand. Sometimes you deal with black women, it's like, Okay, so we're not communicating in the same frequency, language, and there's a delay. And I want to speak to this. There's a certain let me say this. There's a certain demographic of Black women that cannot be corrected. Certain demographic. I'm not going to go into Okay.
All right. So I just wanted you guys to understand. Look, that man asked them a question. Can Black women be corrected, or who is the prominent male or female that can correct Black women?
May not be that demographic, because I don't go outside. Look, what she's saying is we have to understand that there's a certain demographic of women who have not been raised in a village of tribe of women who have taught them grooming, just basic grooming. So they respond to what Mel's point. And from what I'm noticing, the younger they are, the more is pushback. It's the younger group. Now I'm not saying all young to my and teaching. But there's a certain demographic of women who are loud in the Walmart. They act in all kind of way in public. You can't say anything to them, or they that vitriol towards you. That's all I'm saying.
Let me kind of rebuttal on to that. I think it's one of those, if you don't know any better, you won't do any better. We have to go back to understand that you got a lot of young people having kids that are kids themselves. So how do
See, bad faith conversation. You don't know who's having kids, bitch. I keep telling y'all, all the conversations that you hear out here is Old Testament. The new studies ain't came out. Right, Dolomite. The 30s and 40-year-old bitches are having children now.
Go back to understand that you got a lot of young people having kids that are.
That's a damn lie. The 30s and 40s are having kids because the whole phase is finally over.
Kids themselves. So how do you teach someone something that you don't even know yourself? So you're right. It's not any people teaching people or grooming. It used to be etiquette classes. It used to be health classes. It used to be home ec classes.
Like we said, bad faith conversations, right? Bad faith conversations, and they can't get out of their own way. They don't know why they're disrespected. They don't know what's going on. And that's just what it is, man.
What you disagreeing with? You can't disagree with facts. Your nature get.
The queen maker is going titty scratching, hair, stocking cap, makeup. She doing all that for y'all today.
Cause you to do all kind of jacked up shit. Your nature causes you to do all kind of wicked shit. People who live.
Hey, look, my gladiator's coming in. I'm gonna come back with the ice. I tried to squeeze this in. Hello?